No, what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.
That makes her a fool.
The Dragon and the Wolf, Cregan Stark's icy roar, in the Dance of the Dragons, lore explained. Yo Thrones fanatics, the winds of Westeros are howling once more, and this time, they carry the scent of fire, blood, and vengeance. House of the Dragon plunges us headfirst into the epic Targaryen civil war, the Dance of the Dragons. But amidst the roar of dragons and the clash of steel, a new legend rises from the north, Cregan Stark, the Winter Wolf. So hold your dragons, because we're about to delve into the story of this badass Stark who stormed into the dance and left everyone shivering in his wake.
The Targaryen who sits the Iron Throne is not just a king or a...
Before the dance, a Stark lineage forged in ice. Cregan Stark isn't just some random dude who showed up for the party. He's the Lord of Winterfell, a title passed down through generations of Starks who ruled the unforgiving North with an iron fist encased in a giant mitten, presumably. While the exact year of his birth remains a mystery, whispers suggest he emerged into the world around 108 AC, the eldest son of Lord Rickon Stark. Little is known about Cregan's childhood, but one thing's for sure. This Stark pup was trained to be a leader, a warrior, honed in the harsh environment of the North. We hear tales of his prowess with a blade, a reputation that would precede him throughout the Seven Kingdoms.
The realm's only hope is in a leader strong.
The dance ignites, a realm divided by dragons. The Dance of the Dragons wasn't your typical squabble over inheritance. It was a full-blown civil war sparked by the death of King Viserys the Fawn Targaryen. On one side stood Rhaenyra Targaryen, Viserys' named heir, and a woman fiercely determined to claim her birthright. Her supporters, known as the Blacks, rallied behind her banner. Opposing her was Aegon II, Viserys' eldest son, but not named heir, backed by the Greens. Westeros became a chessboard with dragons as the rooks and entire houses as the pawns, all caught in the bloody Game of Thrones. The North remembers, but mostly wants to stay out of it. The icy winds of the North rarely carried news of southern squabbles. Traditionally, the Starks preferred to remain aloof from the political machinations of King's Landing. But for Cregan, the dance presented a complicated situation. His father, Lord Rickon, had pledged his loyalty to Rhaenyra, honoring Viserys' wishes. However, a personal vendetta simmered beneath the surface, threatening to boil over. The hour of the wolf dawns. A Stark seeks vengeance. Cregan's own uncle, the conniving Walton Stark, had attempted to usurp him as Lord of Winterfell. This internal conflict, coupled with the ongoing dance, presented Cregan with a dilemma. He could remain neutral, as the North often did, but that meant letting his father's pledge go unfulfilled, and his own family's honor tarnished. A calculated move. The chessmaster of the North, Cregan, wasn't known for rash decisions. He was a shrewd strategist, a calculating wolf circling its prey. He saw an opportunity in the dance, a chance to settle his personal score with the Greens, while simultaneously bolstering House Stark's power and influence in the South. This wasn't just about loyalty to Rhaenyra, it was about securing the North's future. The Winter Wolves arrive. A force to be reckoned with. Cregan didn't show up to a war with a toothpick and a scowl. He gathered a formidable host, comprised of seasoned northern warriors known as the Winter Wolves. These weren't your average farmhands with pitchforks. These were battle-hardened veterans, forged in the harsh conditions of the North. Their mere presence promised a blizzard of steel that would send shivers down even the most fire-breathing dragon's spine. King's Landing trembles. The wolf descends. Cregan's arrival in King's Landing was as dramatic as a blizzard in July. Imagine the gates of the capital city creaking open, revealing a seemingly endless tide of grizzled northerners, their fur-lined cloaks rippling in the wind. Compared to the squabbling factions already present, Cregan's army dwarfed them all. This unexpected power shift sent shockwaves through both the Blacks and the Greens. The hour of the wolf, a brutal reckoning. Cregan wasn't there to play nice. He laid down his terms with the bluntness of a warhammer, the heads of those responsible for his uncle's treachery and unwavering support for Rhaenyra Targaryen. The Greens, weakened and desperate, had little choice but to concede. This wasn't just a political maneuver. It was a brutal display of Stark vengeance. The Greens who had wronged House Stark would face the icy wrath of the North. The hour of the wolf, a short but bloody reign. Cregan's arrival wasn't just a fleeting gust of wind. He assumed the role of Hand of the King to the young Aegon III Targaryen, a period etched in history as the Hour of the Wolf. During this time, Cregan enacted swift and brutal justice. He purged the capital of those who had wronged the North and sided with the Greens. Heads rolled, fortunes were seized, and a chilling message resonated throughout Westeros: mess with a Stark at your peril. The North remembers, a legacy carved in ice and steel. Cregan's time in King's Landing, though impactful, was short-lived. He had achieved his goals, secured his position as Lord of Winterfell, ensured House Stark's influence in the aftermath of the dance, and delivered his own brand of justice. With a satisfied snarl, or perhaps just a stoic nod, who can say with Starks, he returned north, leaving a trail of fear and respect in his wake. The Dance of the Dragons may have continued to sputter for a while longer, but Cregan's intervention had undeniably tipped the scales in favor of the Blacks. The Old Man of the North, a legacy that endures. Cregan continued to rule Winterfell for many years after the dance. He earned the moniker the Old Man of the North, a title that commanded respect throughout the realm. He wasn't just a fearsome warrior, he was a shrewd leader who ensured the North's prosperity and strengthened its defenses. The ever-present danger beyond the wall never strayed far from his mind, and he ensured his people were prepared for any threat, both internal and external. The Stark legacy, a glimpse into the future. Cregan. Stark's impact on the Dance of the Dragons cannot be overstated. His calculated intervention and overwhelming force tipped the scales in favor of the Blacks. His ruthless actions in King's Landing sent a chilling message throughout Westeros. The North remembers, and vengeance can be a dish best served cold, or perhaps just served with a side of blizzard. A link to the future. A Stark ancestor emerges for fans of Game of Thrones. Cregan Stark holds a particular significance. He's a direct ancestor of the beloved Starks we encounter later in Westeros' history. House of the Dragon allows us to witness the origins of this enduring lineage, showcasing a Stark who wielded power and influence in a pivotal moment of Targaryen history. Cregan's story within House of the Dragon remains to be fully revealed, but based on his historical accounts, we can expect to see a formidable lord, a shrewd strategist, and a relentless force of nature who forever changed the course of the Dance of the Dragons. The Winds of Change, a legacy. Yet to unfold, Cregan Stark's story is a testament to the enduring legacy of House Stark. He's a reminder that the North may be far removed from the political machinations of King's Landing, but when roused, the Starks can unleash a fury as cold and unforgiving as the winter winds themselves. As House of the Dragon delves deeper into the dance, we'll undoubtedly see more of Cregan Stark, the Winter Wolf, who left his mark on Westeros and paved the way for the Starks who would follow. So there you have it, Thrones fans. Cregan Stark, the badass who roared in from the north and left everyone shivering. What are your thoughts on this legendary Stark? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe for more epic breakdowns of House of the Dragon lore.